Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. I'm doing this video after a very long time. I hope all of you are doing good. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss about one word for several. One word for several is very important for every person who aspires to do a good communication, because it saves us from using several words, several statements or lines whenever we are communicating. Many times you must have noticed that when you are talking with someone, you keep on using several words, many vocabularies, many statements you make in order to explain yourselves. And the listeners often feel confused. They just don't understand what exactly you want to say. And they must have given you a very confusing look, scratching their head, or just looked at you in a confusing state, wondering what you actually want to say. So that is the time you can use these one vocabulary, one word, which can save you from speaking out or saying many sentences or many words. Okay, and at the same time, you can be articulate and you can be well understood by your audience. Okay, so I've chosen 10 words, 10 one word for several, which you can use at the time of speaking, and you can use these words instead of explaining many sentences or many words. All right, at the end of the video you can find one slide where I have listed down all the words along with their meanings, so you can refer them whenever you are listening to this video, and you can also understand the spellings, and you can use this word very effectively in your speaking, in your daily communication. Okay, so let's begin. So the first word is melodious. Melodius. Melodious. What is the meaning of the word melodious? Melodious means anything which is very sweet sounding, which is very pleasant to our ears. You can use this when, if someone has a very good voice, you can say you have a melodious voice, instead of saying that you have a sweet voice, your voice is very nice, I like your voice is very good. We just don't get that right word, isn't it? So instead of using so many words, so many statements, you can simplify your communication and just say that your voice is very melodious, I really like it. You can also make another sentence like, her melodious singing enchanted everyone in the room. That means a person who is a very good singer, when she sang, everyone present in the room got mesmerized, got enchanted. They felt very pleased with her singing because of her good and pleasant voice. Okay. So the number two, the second word is monomaniac. 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 It can be adjective as well as noun. You can use it in two ways. What is the meaning of the word monomaniac? Monomaniac means a person who keeps thinking of one particular thing all the time. They are quite obsessed about that particular thing. Okay. So I have made one sentence. She keeps talking about her vintage car collection. I think she has become a monomaniac. That means this lady who has a large and a huge collection of her cars, vintage cars, and she keeps on talking about it all the time. She cannot think of anything else besides this car collection. So this kind of situation, or this kind of people who do this kind of things, you can use the term monomaniac for them. All right, let's move to the next word, that is mediocre. 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 Okay, please mark the pronunciation as well. Whenever you use these words along with the right usage, you should pronounce it correctly so that other people can understand what exactly you are saying, and you can become a good speaker. Okay, pronunciation also plays a very significant role in becoming a effective communicator. So mediocre means a person who is neither intelligent nor dull, an average level person. Many times during an interview or when you are describing yourself to someone, we say that I was okay student. Many of my students describe themselves. I was in my studies or during my college time, I was okay student. Okay, or I was okay in mathematics, I was okay in English. Now this okay, we can understand what the person is trying to say, but it is not a very great expression to use okay, okay, isn't it? So at that time you can say I was a mediocre student, I was an average level student. That's the synonym of mediocre. Okay, so I was a mediocre student in my school. I did not score too high marks nor too low marks. Okay. um, Next word you can use is misanthrope. Misanthrope, I'll tell the spelling. Misanthrope. Misanthrope is a person who dislikes human beings, humankind, and avoids human society. They are haters of human beings. There are certain eccentric people like that, okay, who don't like human beings and find something wrong with them as a whole. They don't hate a particular person, but they hate the entire humankind, okay, and just avoid being social at all. Okay, so I've made one sentence. He had been a misanthrope all his life until he met a monk who changed his perception. So this person had been a misanthrope, a hater of mankind. He never liked human beings. He found something wrong with human beings. So one fine day he met a monk. Monk is a person who is on the spiritual path. He changed his perception. He changed his views towards life. And then he came out of this problem. Okay. Next word, we are moving towards the next word, our fifth word, that is called loquacious. Okay, Loquacious. Loquacious means a person who is very talkative. So many times when you go for a party or a social gathering, traveling in a train or in a bus or any kind of public transport, you'll see that there are some people who keeps talking all the time. We call them chatterbox also. So those kind of people can be also called as loquacious. Okay, it's a very good English word. You can use it to describe a person who is extreme talkative, who keeps on talking all the time, and maybe sometimes they talk meaningful, sometimes they may not talk meaningful, but they're quite talkative at every given situation. One sentence so that you can understand better. He was stuck between two loquacious talker. That means this person, who is a reserved person perhaps, he got stuck between two people who were extremely talkative, who was extremely loquacious. Alright. Let's move to another word, that is legible. Legible. Legible, a very good English word. What does it mean? Legible means anything which you can read clearly. Okay. Uh, the opposite of legible is illegible. 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 So anything which you can't read clearly, we use the word illegible for that. Legible and illegible both are used in context of handwriting. If you are reading someone's handwritten note or a letter, that is the time when we like to use the word legible or illegible. If you can read the handwriting, we say it is a legible writing. I can read it clearly. If you can't read it, we say it is illegible. However, these days we hardly write anything. We like to type because we have our own devices, computers and mobile phones. So you can use this term for printouts or maybe some screenshots or any kind of email. Suppose the printouts or the screenshot has not come very clear, it has faded. That time also you can use the word legible or illegible. Like the printouts are quite illegible, I can't read it, the ink is not proper, or the printouts are quite clear, or the screenshot that you have sent is quite clear, I can easily read it. Okay, so this is a good term. Instead of saying that it is not very clear, we often communicate like this: it's not very clear, whatever you have sent, your email is not very clear, it is very light, I can't read it, it is faded, I can't read it. It's understandable, but if you use the term legible and illegible, it will make your communication precise and to the point. All right. Next is, what do we call a person who compiles dictionary? Who writes a dictionary? Nowadays we don't use dictionary. When I was a student, I used to use dictionary a lot, and nowadays I'm using e-dictionary for enhancing my vocabularies and sometimes checking the words. So a person who compiles dictionary is called lexicographer. 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 The reason why I included this word, this is a good word this can really enhance your knowledge, and sometimes you may require it, like whenever you are in your social circle, or you're talking to someone, if you're attending a GD or an interview, or you're reading a book. Okay, you're reading a book or listening to a video or an interview, you might come across this term. And if you know this word, it can really help you to understand that person's communication. And listening something or reading something and understanding in the right way is also a communication, and that is equally important, as important as speaking and writing. All right, so lexicographer, let's move on. There is a term called jaywalk. 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 Okay. Jaywalk means crossing or walking in the street without considering the traffic. Nowadays, I see many young children, they just hold their mobiles on their hand, and I don't know to whom are they speaking, or sometimes they are just messaging and they are crossing the road blindly. They just don't even consider that the cars or the buses or the different vehicles are coming from both the sides. That is called jaywalking. It is a very wrong habit, and I think jaywalking can lead to fatal accidents. It can lead to some serious fatal accidents. It's possible, and it should be avoided at any cost. Okay, but sometimes we do it. Even it's not that I didn't do ever. I have also done it. Okay, but I think it's bad. It should not be done. All right. Okay, the next word is polyglot. 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 What is the meaning of the word polyglot? Polyglot means a person who knows or who speaks several languages, who is capable of speaking many languages, not one or two. Like I can speak 3 languages, but polyglot are I can be a polyglot because I can speak, read, and understand 3 languages. So a person who can speak or who knows several languages, that person is called polyglot. So next time when you say that she can speak several languages or he knows several languages, you can use the term, instead of saying several languages, he knows several languages, you can substitute that with polyglot. It's a good English word. Okay. The last word for today's lesson is rapport. 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 Okay. So rapport means a good harmonious relationship between two people or groups. When you are having a very good, peaceful, harmonious means peaceful relationship with other person or with group of people in your society, in your office, in your neighborhood, within your family, or with your cousins, with anyone. That is called having a good rapport. I've made one sentence so that you can understand it better. He is loved by all as he can develop a good rapport with others in a very short period of time. So this person is liked and loved by everyone because he is capable of establishing and developing a good relationship with others in a very short time. So he is, obviously he'll be liked, isn't it? So he is, instead of saying that he's capable of making good relationship, he is capable of pleasing others, you can say it is because of his good rapport he is liked by others. Okay, so that one word you can use it instead of talking several words and making your communication too complicated. Okay, I hope you will find this lesson meaningful, and if you really like this video, do give me a thumbs up and put down your good comments. In case you don't find this video good enough, obviously you'll give me a thumbs down, but do write to me that what you exactly didn't like. Okay, and also write to me that what else you would like to learn, so that I can make a short video of it and post it, and you can use it for your speaking. Okay, we'll meet very soon with something new which can help you to speak better and obviously to improve your communication skills. Until then, do take care of yourself, and thanks a lot. Bye.